Welcome to Radio Express World News, presented by Vibha Ramesh, Los Angeles, United States. Opening today's report with breaking news from the United States. President Trump was rushed out of a conference after a shooting outside the White House. He abruptly left the conference when Secret Service ushered him out. The suspect was shot and investigation is underway. The United States administration officials and Democrats are still not meeting eye to eye on the coronavirus stimulus package, even as the Americans see no relief after over a week without unemployment benefits. Trump's proposal to deliver aid through executive measures that focus on extending supplemental unemployment benefits, suspending some payroll taxes, extending relief for student loan borrowers, and offering eviction relief is likely to be challenged in court. Further, leaders of the National Governors Association have requested $500 billion in unrestricted state aid to address the continuing economic repercussion of the pandemic. According to Mr. Cuomo and Governor Asa Hutchinson of Arkansas, the best way forward is for the Congress and the administration to get back to the negotiating table and come up with a workable solution, which should provide meaningful additional relief for American families. Chicago was marked by complete unrest and violence early Monday as unorganized protests raged in the downtown area following the shooting of a man by the police on Sunday afternoon. Over 100 people were arrested after the chaos escalated into looting on Magnificent Mile Central Shopping District. Heavy police presence has been ordered in the downtown area until further notice. Meanwhile, Dr. Sonia Angel, California's public health director, resigned on Sunday following the malfunction of the coronavirus data dashboard. On Monday, her position was filled in by Sandra Shuri, a veteran public health official who will now be acting director of the Department of Public Health, and Dr. Erica Pan, the former chief health officer of Alameda County, who will now act as a state public health officer. As schools have reopened in some parts of the United States, a whopping 97,000 children have already tested positive for the virus in just 2 weeks, which is nearly 1/4 of those tested positive since the pandemic. Moving on, Mexico's death toll is alarming as it battles one of the worst outbreaks in the world, with at least 52,000 confirmed deaths. This is the third highest toll of the pandemic. And one of the primary reasons for its struggle stems from their deeply rooted fear of hospitals. Several Mexicans have good reason to justify the phenomenon. According to records, nearly 40% of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in Mexico City never made it back home. This reaffirms the fact that compared to other countries, the mortality rate of hospitalized patients is higher in Mexico. In response to the explosion in Beirut and the public agitation that followed, Lebanese Prime Minister Hassan Diab announced his cabinet's resignation on Monday. In his words, as said to a national TV address, "Today I announce the resignation of this government. May God protect Lebanon." The Prime Minister's resignation will leave the President, Michael Aoun, to determine the next steps. Several countries in Europe are now struggling with a second wave of infections, particularly France, Greece, Italy, and Spain. While mask wearing has been mandated at 100 Paris streets and tourist areas, Greece reported its first highest figure of 203 infections on Sunday. The Greek health minister mentioned that the transmission of the virus was growing dangerously and that he would announce containment measures soon. As far as Italy goes, the main reason for the outbreak is the return of young holidaymakers from places like Ibiza, Malta, Croatia, and Corfu. Similarly, the outbreaks in northeast Spain continue to cause concern, with Catalonia reporting 863 new infections and 5 deaths in the past 24 hours, and neighboring Aragon recording 633. The Indian Army conducted a search operation in Kupwara district and arrested 3 suspected terrorists. The joint operation was launched on Monday based on the inputs of Jammu and Kashmir police. The Expert Committee on Vaccine Administration will be meeting on Wednesday to examine the logistics and ethical facets of purchasing and administering a vaccine for COVID-19. Sources have it that the committee will involve the state government and vaccine manufacturers. The India-US Science and Technology Endowment Fund has been created as part of the India-US partnership to expand opportunities for medical research and healthcare during the pandemic. Meanwhile, in London, pro-democracy activists launched a private prosecution against 5 British officers that work for the Hong Kong police. The activists alleged that the officers took part in brutal actions against protesters. The officers that were accused of torturing anti-government demonstrators are known to occupy senior roles in Hong Kong's local police force. England will be reorganizing its wavering contact tracing system by shifting some control from private contractors to local public health teams. In other words, 6,000 contact tracing jobs will be cut by the end of August. Bringing you to the end of this bulletin, as schools reopened in Germany on Monday, education authorities stand divided over whether students should wear masks during class. To this effect, in 4 states, students and staff are required to wear masks only in corridors, common rooms, stairwells and cafeterias, while in some states where back to school is on Wednesday, masks are compulsory in all areas inside the school campus, including classrooms. With that, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Please stay tuned for the next program on Radio Express. To receive Radio Express English news and English programs in your WhatsApp, please send a WhatsApp message, English programs, to 90727 95547. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Radio Express. Thank you.